Day again. At this point, we have another very important conversation we're going to be having just in almost like a quickie.
Yeah.
I don't know how you think about that. Anyway, we have guests in the house this morning to talk with us on the talk surrounding exclusive breastfeeding, its benefits, its gains, its and all the downsides as well, because there are people who complain. But all of that is going to be quickly addressed in this conversation this morning. We have the pleasure of the Director of Nutrition, State Primary Health Care Development Agency, Dr. Winifred Olga. It's good to have you join us again.
Thank you very much, and good morning, Cross River.
Good morning. And also joining her is another wonderful woman, the State Nutrition Officer in the person of Mrs. Nkem Obana. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
All right, that's good.
It's a woman's thing.
Well, first of all, let's look at the recent development, the advocacy for exclusive breastfeeding. Now, we have a report that Cross River records gains in exclusive breastfeeding as UNICEF intensifies advocacy, a body that also looks out for the benefit of all. First, I always like to start at the top. I forgive the teacher aspect of me. What is exclusive breastfeeding? I think Dr. Winifred, you attacked that.
Okay, exclusive breastfeeding in a very simple man's language. No water, no food, only breast milk for the first 6 months.
I think you should do adverts. It does sound like an advert, right? Like a clinic advert right now.
Okay,
So that's exclusive
Can you
breastfeeding.
go again, please?
No water, no food for the first 6 months of life, only breast milk.
Powerful.
That's
Succinct.
indeed.
Okay, now let's look at the records. What are the records? Where do we stand in Cross River State as regards exclusive breastfeeding?
Okay, so for Cross River State, we are 23%.
23.
Yes, so only 23%
Is that a
of children.
progression from what used to be, or a regression?
Well, I would say not a progression
Mm-hmm.
from where we used to be, and I would say that from the last NDHS National Demographic Health Survey that was done some years ago, 2018, to now, it's not a progression. We are kind of rather declining, so we're supposed to do more than what we are doing now. So we're supposed to be at least 50% of exclusive breastfeeding rate for Cross River State. So the thing is that there is early initiation of breastfeeding, which is at 66%. So that's to show that yes, a lot of people put their children to breast 1 hour within 1 hour after breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Then what happens when they go home?
Mm-hmm.
That is a gap. And so that is what we want to address, because if we don't address it, it becomes an issue in the near future.
But what's causing it though? What's causing it? Really?
Yeah, there are a lot of issues.
Okay.
First, it could be family. The woman may not be getting a lot of support from the husband.
Does
to
that affect how you
breastfeed.
breastfeed your child?
Yes, a lot. First, if the woman is not psychologically sound and emotionally stable, she cannot breastfeed, because breastfeeding
Interesting.
is hormonal.
Oh, I see.
As the breast milk is the mother, as the baby puts a mouth to suck, it sends a message to the to the brain, and and it lets down the hormone responsible for letdown, allows breast milk to come. But when the woman is not emotionally, it doesn't stimulate her to even breastfeed, So
Interesting.
yes. So even the husband is supposed to also support her. If he supports her, if there's no let down, let's say he's giving her emotional support and there's still no let down, there's something he can do at the back. There's what we call stimulating oxytocin reflex, using a massage at her back, to be able to allow the breast milk.
What kind of
to come
massage
out.
is that? Can you give us a picture of it? For this-
Okay, they use the two thumbs,
Okay.
and press from the the back.
Shoulder blade?
No, not the here.
The
At
lower
the back, yes.
Okay.
The upper back, not
Upper
really
back.
the lower, and the
Okay,
mid,
the middle back.
yes,
Okay, okay.
and kind of,
Stroke it upwards
yes, and
with your thumbs.
Yes, and gradually,
Okay.
if continuously the milk will be released. And also there are some of other causes that could be like maybe the woman has inverted nipple. So
What
if the
show is
woman
inverted?
the nipple is inside,
Inward.
instead of
Okay.
outward, it happens here.
Yeah.
So but if the woman has been going to antenatal, because
Yeah.
a lot of issues is that a lot of people
Do not
go to
attend
do not
antenatal,
attend
yeah.
antenatal, even when they attend late, when the health professionals have already done all the sensitization they're supposed to do. And then at the end of the day, when it's time to deliver, they don't even deliver in the health
hospital,
facilities. They prefer to deliver in churches and what have you. So when they have such issues, immediately they have such issues, you will see that they will offer them advice that there's no breast milk, don't worry yourself. Come and take water. Let the baby is testing. No, you need to give the baby what do you call it, water, or in fact start with BMS, that's breast milk substitute. So you see, those are the issues that we are talking about. Then also the family too. A lot of advisors. We have grandmother, mother-in-law, and what have you. Coming up with their cultural issues and myths. The baby came back from journey. That is, he needs to drink water to welcome the baby back from his long journey that he went to. Some people say no, the first milk self, you need to throw it away, which happened to be the immune. The first milk looks like is the what do you call it, the immune booster of that child, that first drug or first immunization.
Like the first one that hits the child.
Yes, that's
the colostrum.
The
For the first
colostrum.
3 days.
That is very highly nutritious and very medicinal for that child. But some tradition, we say that first one you're supposed to even throw it away then, so you not allow the fresh one to come and not knowing that they have thrown away the immunization of that child. So these are some of the things, and then some psychedelic so-called new kind of people feel that
Gen Zs.
Yeah, when you breastfeed, especially some of these mothers that are adolescents that got pregnant, out of wedlocks and what have you, they just go away and feel that once they breastfeed, their breast will fall down.
But is that the truth, really?
It's my dear brother.
So calm down. Let's not try to be honest with me now.
Yeah.
To an extent, is it a reality? To an extent.
Well, it's not a reality per se, because whether you breastfeed or you don't breastfeed, at the appropriate time, the breast will come down.
Okay.
So which is better? That you give the child all that child needs to be able to be a better person tomorrow, to be able to contribute to the economy and be a productive child and be a healthy child and not die or come up with all kinds of NCDs, non-communicable diseases. Which is better than to say you are not going to breastfeed because the child will come down, your breast will come down and what have you, unknown to them that they are even punishing themselves with all kinds of things. And then some people also have the perception that they are rich, and so they can give them breast milk substitute. Unknown to them that breast milk substitute, in fact, government frowns at it. If not that catch you in the hospital where a child is what do you call it, where a mother is delivered, that you are offering BMS.
So
it's an issue.
What's BMS?
Tin milk.
Yes, breast milk substitutes.
Okay. So these things are part of also. I don't say now. The process after childbirth.
Breast milk substitutes are your NAN. Those NAN and all those things, they are what we call breast milk substitutes. Because those breast milk substitutes, they are cow's milk. They are goat's milk. They are not human being milk made by God, that is age appropriate, that is, child specific, that contains all the nutrients in their appropriate quantity for that child at that age.
Okay. I think we should also look at the why exclusive? Why 6 months? That's for you now, Dr. Winifred.
That is because the breast milk can sustain a child for the first 6 months of life. After 6 months, the breast milk can no longer sustain the child. So the mother has to complement with complementary food, adequate complementary food. But for the first 6 months of life, the breast milk is designed to satisfy the child and assist the child in growth and development.
Well, I am a strong advocate for exclusive breastfeeding. However, two things. First, when antenatal care is given to a soon-to-be mom, sometimes I don't think the fathers are present. How is it that how can they, husbands, fathers to be, how can they get the appropriate information that they need so that they can be the right support for their wives when the baby comes? Because for the massage, I'm honestly hearing that for the very first time.
Same here.
Yes. So how can you mitigate the gap that is not allowing men to be part of antenatal care or get the appropriate information to help their wives?
Currently, we encourage male involvement. For every antenatal all through health facilities, once a man is present there, he is welcomed, he is given a gift. So we encourage men to be part of antenatal.
Does he have to be married?
Yes, if you're married.
No. Does he have to be married? Because I can show up.
You are showing up with your partner.
Exactly.
Well,
You are showing up with your partner. So we encourage male involvement.
Okay.
Now, in
It's
antenatal,
important, yeah.
in communities, WDCs, and what have you, community leaders, there's male involvement, there's community involvement. Breastfeeding is not a one woman's business, it's the community's business, it's the family's business, it's the national business. And so the woman needs to be supported all way round. So male involvement is part of what we encourage now in antenatal at present.
Okay, say a woman has a baby and for maybe the first 2 days is unable to breastfeed, maybe depending on how the baby came. Sometimes maybe there was crisis during delivery and she hasn't come through. Is colostrum still available by the time she starts eventually breastfeeding?
No, to every rule, there
Okay.
are exceptions.
Okay.
Now, when a woman delivers normally, or even through cesarean, the nurses are supposed to do what? Assist the woman to put the baby to the breast within 1 hour.
Okay.
As you put the baby to the breast, it's a wonderful thing. I experienced it 2 days ago on Sunday. As you just place the baby on the woman's chest, the baby on its own
Finds
will
the nipple.
find
Yeah.
the nipple and initiate suckling.
On its own,
Yes,
by
naturally.
nature.
Yes,
Yes.
naturally. As the child initiates suckling,
Amazing.
there is a message that runs through. And as the suckling continues, that is when the letting down begins. You understand? But if for some reasons the woman cannot breastfeed that child within that period,
Yeah.
then under medical supervision, the medical practitioner will advise on what next to do.
Okay.
But those exceptions are rare
They are very rare.
because, I mean, it's just that people are lazy to do the right thing. Once you put, just like she said, the breast milk will definitely come out. You know, it's just that people are just, you know, either wanting to sell products or wanting to just, you know,
Save time.
save
Please,
time
there are
and
many
move
other
other
women
waiting.
waiting.
Okay, now let's look at the facts as to the data as to the specific benefits of breastfeeding and the consequences, the lack of it. What exactly are the actual benefits? Lots of persons have all kinds of ideas about it, you know, and all that. But give us in detail what are the benefits of breastfeeding for 6 months, exclusive breastfeeding, and if you don't, how does that affect the child?
So I just want to let us also know that we are not only preaching for 6 months exclusive breastfeeding, we are preaching for 6 months exclusive breastfeeding and continued breastfeeding up to 2 years. With
2 years.
Yes.
2 years and above. That and above is 36 months.
Yes. So it's not just a one-off thing that you say once I'm done with exclusive, oh, I have arrived. No, you're supposed to now continue the complementary feeding and the continuous breastfeeding. And because government is aware of these benefits, that is why the civil service
Please
structure.
speak to the benefits, please.
Yeah, that's why the civil service structure gave 6 months paid maternity leave to, you know, civil servants. And we are hoping that by this time next year, we would have pushed for a bill at the legislative house, you know, so that it will affect everybody, whether you are private sector or anybody, you can have 6 months paid maternity leave. So the benefits cannot be overemphasized. First, even for the mother it's herself, it's like a what do you call it, a child spacing, what do you call it, it serves to space children.
Okay.
When you are doing exclusive breastfeeding, because normally most women don't, you know, don't have their menstrual cycle during that period, so you could, you know, use that opportunity to space your children and not get pregnant again.
Okay.
Then also it is very beneficial to the woman because the woman will is you know, a woman who doesn't breastfeed is at the risk of cancer, breast cancer and what have you. So it rules that fact out if you breastfeed, and it helps the womb to return back to normal. But people don't know. Yes, yeah. As
How
you
so?
breastfeed, okay, those who are women know that in fact the first 3 days or even 4 days as you are breastfeeding, which I have also experienced, you will feel the pain.
Contraction.
You
That's
will feel that contraction
Oh,
of the
Uterus
womb
contracting
going
and
back.
relaxing.
Going back.
Yes.
So it's going back
So, but
to
imagine that you are not
Sensitization.
breastfeeding. So,
know
for that womb to go back to where it was, you know, if you are exclusively breastfeeding, those are the benefit. That is one of the benefits. Also, it is economical. You don't need to pay for it. You don't need to buy anything. Just imagine the amount of NAN or whatever BMS supplement that you would have spent money to buy for 6 months or even the 2 years and what have you. That would have cut off. That's hundreds of thousands that, you know, would have been saved. So it's very economical. And it is environmentally friendly. How do I mean? The kumkum that is coming out from that, the canteens that are coming out from those BMS containers, they litter everywhere and they are part of the mosquito breeding grounds that we find ourselves. So this here, you don't need to put it in any container, no disposal, nothing, just direct. You understand? So even for the mother, it's also, and the child, it helps bonding. A lot of children who are not breastfed, that is why you see rising trends.
Look at the mother and want to kill the mother. Because there is no
and
mother to child bond.
a gun
Yeah.
to the mother and say, I want to kill you. This is those things were not happening in those days. It is now that you see, because the child was not breastfed, so it helps, it bonds the mother and the child.
Okay.
And for the future, it's if we increase exclusive breastfeeding for now from 23% to at least 50%, that means we have increased the population of people who were exclusively breastfed, and so they are not at risk of childhood disease, they are not at risk of stunting and other forms of malnutrition. They are not also at risk of non-communicable diseases in the near future. That means their health status is guaranteed, and there is productivity in the society or in the economy, and our GDP will grow, because when we have a group of people or percentage of young adults who are not productive, like we are here now, and maybe 30% or 50% of people that are supposed to come to work this morning are in the hospital or are in the sick bay in one way, you know that this program will not hold. Thank you.
Okay. I see this as a platform and another opportunity for you to sensitize Cross River women and men in exclusive breastfeeding. Seeing the figure or the percentage that we have that is not really pretty, I think you should also use this opportunity again to press word out to the average Cross Riverian family of the essence and importance of exclusive breastfeeding.
Yes, it's a wonderful opportunity, especially in this World Breastfeeding Week. We have been going out, we've gone to churches, we've gone to, in the 18 LGAs as we speak, there is market sensitization, there is antenatal sensitization, everywhere. If you just go online now, you will see all our nutrition focal persons at the LGA level. We at the church, we've been going through from one radio station to another, trying to, ensure that people take advantage of this year's, this year's week of breastfeeding, to hear the message, because we need to understand that, just like my colleague said, breastfeeding is not a one woman's thing. Every person needs to support the woman to woman, even in the office. If a woman is breastfeeding, please support her. If she has come back from her leave, let her not do everything she's supposed to. Thank God there's a crèche now at the secretariat, so when you can keep your child after you have resumed work, so that you can continue breastfeeding the child. And the mother should not be the one doing everything when she's breastfeeding. She should have support. Husband, go and wash plates, please. There's nothing bad about it. Please support her, go to market, ensure that she has all the support she needs. Why? Because we need to breastfeed the children of tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, now, what's a big thanks to Dr. Winifred Oga, Director of Nutrition at
State Primary Health Care
Development Agency. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. And also we also had alongside Mrs. Nkem Ubana, State Nutrition Officer. Thank you so much for your time. I must say you're doing a very, very great work. And I trust that, I pray also that the men too are taken into cognizance in these awareness drives that you do, because they play a major part as well, in this process from childbirth up until when the child leaves the breast, So yeah, well done so far.
Well, we'll continue to preach exclusive breastfeeding to not just the mother, but to the father, to the grandma, to aunties, uncles, and other
Yeah, they are
members
very
of the
great
family.
support. They
Yes,
play a
indeed.
big role.
Indeed.
If you tell a mother in the hospital to breastfeed exclusively, she will agree. But when she goes home and the mother-in-law says, "My friend, I
Give the
gave
child
your
water,
husband
yeah.
water," to sustain her marriage, she will give the child water.
Let's do this again tomorrow. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.